What's up, Willie? It's Walter Jim, and let's do the show review for Andor Season 2.
What the Jim?
I'll be talking about the good for the show, then the bad, then the verdict, and I'll be ranking these 12 episodes. I'd also love it if you would share your thoughts of Andor Season 2 in the comments. You can even let me know your episode ranking as well. If you want to see my review of Andor Season 1, I have that linked in the description below. But let's get to it, talking about the good for Andor Season 2. I want to start off with how well written I thought this show was. It's full of great characters, full of twists and turns, many emotional moments, and plenty of unpredictable moments. I also think this has great cinematography and set design. I think the action in this season is well done, it's very engaging, and often intense. I also really like the ending of this show. It's satisfying and makes you want to watch Rogue One right after this season. But now I'll touch upon the characters, and these are the ones that stood out to me the most. To start off with, Cassian Andor himself, played by Diego Luna. He's definitely the standout character for me, with how the character's written and how he is performed. I also love the journey that character is on. Luthen is another standout character for me. He's also well written. He's also one of the more interesting rebels you will come across. He also has some of the more edgy seat moments in the show. I think the character of Bix is much better in this season. She has a lot more to do here, and I love her relationship with Andor. Mon Mothma is back in this season. Even though her moments were never my favourites personally, I still thought they were well done. You've got Dedra Meero as one of the main villains of this season, and to me, she's even more intimidating than ever here. She will stop at nothing to bring down the rebellion, and I think she's a great antagonist to the heroes of this series. Overall, I had a great time with Andor Season 2, but I do have a few negatives, so let's move on to the bad. To me, the biggest problem of this show is it took me too long to get into it. It wasn't until about episode 5 or 6 where I got fully invested in this season. And for me, it didn't take as long for me to get into season 1. I think there's also maybe a few too many plot lines, and there's quite a lot of information to process here. I had to use ChatGPT to help me understand all the information that I found out in the show. This is also a complaint I had for the first season of Andor, and that is lack of action. I think a couple more action sequences would have been beneficial. There's also a plot that Andor's involved with, and that's in stealing a TIE fighter. That took 3 episodes of the season. In my opinion, I think it only should have taken 2. And maybe have one of the episodes expanding a different plot line Andor is on in this season. Maybe an extra episode when he's in the planet of Yavin. But let's move on to the verdict now, and I recommend this to people who like Star Wars and were fans of the first Andor season. Even though I think this season ends stronger than season 1 of Andor, I still prefer season 1 of Andor. But I'm going to give them both the same rating, and that is an 8 out of 10. But now let's rank the episodes of this season. My number 12 is episode 4, Ever Been to Gorman, which I'd give a 7 out of 10. My number 11 is episode 2, Sigrana Tima, which I also give a 7 out of 10. My number 10 is episode 1, 1 Year Later, another 7 out of 10. My number 9 is episode 5, I Have Friends Everywhere, which I give a 7.5 out of 10. Number 8 is episode 3, Harvest, another 7.5 out of 10. My number 7 is episode 7, Messenger, which I give an 8 out of 10. Number 6 is episode 10, Make It Stop, which I give an 8.5 out of 10. In fact, the rest of these episodes moving forward are an 8.5 out of 10. My number 5 is episode 11, Who Else Knows? My number 4 is episode 12, Jeddah, Kyber, Urso. My number 3 is episode 8, Who Are You? Who Are You? My number 2 is episode 6, What a Festive Evening. And my number 1 is episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. Anyway, that's it for my thoughts on Andor Season 2. May the Force be with you. Until next time, peace and love, peace out, and ciao.